Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 7 July, a journey through time of 7 July 2025, Monday. Today's 7 July highlight in history. 1667. An English fleet completes the destruction of a French merchant fleet off Fort Saint Pierre, Martinique during the Second Anglo-Dutch War. 1770. The Battle of Larja between the Russian Empire and the Ottoman Empire takes place. 1777. American forces retreating from Fort Ticonderoga are defeated in the Battle of Hubbardton. 1798. As a result of the XYZ affair, the US Congress resigns the Treaty of Alliance with France, sparking the Quasi-War. 1807. In the First Treaty of Tilsit between France and Russia is signed, ending hostilities between the two countries in the War of the Fourth Coalition. 1834. In New York City, 4 nights of rioting against abolitionists began. 1846. US troops occupy Monterrey and Yerba Buena, thus beginning the US conquest of California. 1863. The United States begins its first military draft. Exemptions cost $300. 1865. 4 conspirators in the assassination of Abraham Lincoln are hanged. 1892. The Katipunan is established, the discovery of which by Spanish authorities initiated the Philippine Revolution. 1898. US President William McKinley signs the Newlands Resolution annexing Hawaii as a territory of the United States. 1907. Florence Ziegfeld Jr. staged his first Follies on the roof of the New York Theater in New York City. 1911. The United States, UK, Japan, and Russia signed the North Pacific Fur Seal Convention of 1911 banning open water seal hunting, the first international treaty to address wildlife preservation issues. 1915. The First Battle of the Isonzo comes to an end. 1915. Colombo Town Guard officer Henry Pedris is executed in British Ceylon for allegedly inciting persecution of Muslims. 1916. The New Zealand Labour Party was founded in Wellington. 1928. Sliced bread is sold for the first time on the inventor's 48th birthday by the Chillicothe Baking Company of Chillicothe, Missouri. 1930. Industrialist Henry J. Kaiser begins construction of Boulder Dam, which is now known as the Hoover Dam. 1930. The Finnish far-right Lapua movement organizes the Peasant March demonstration in Helsinki to put pressure on the government to prohibit communist activities. 1937. The Marco Polo Bridge incident provides the Imperial Japanese Army with a pretext for starting the Second Sino-Japanese War. 1937. The Peel Commission report recommends the partition of Palestine, which was the first formal recommendation for partition in the history of Palestine. 1941. The US occupation of Iceland replaces the UK's occupation. 1944. World War II. Largest banzai charge of the Pacific War at the Battle of Saipan. 1946. Mother Francesca C. Cabrini becomes the first American to be canonized. 1946. Howard Hughes nearly dies when his XF-11 Renaissance aircraft prototype crashes in a Beverly Hills neighborhood. 1952. The ocean liner SS United States passes Bishop Rock on their maiden voyage breaking the transatlantic speed record to become the fastest passenger ship in the world. 1953. Ernesto Che Guevara sets out on a trip through Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, and El Salvador. 1958. US President Dwight D. Eisenhower signs the Alaska Statehood Act into law. 1959. Venus occults the star Regulus. This rare event is used to determine the diameter of Venus and the structure of the Venusian atmosphere. 1962. Alitalia Flight 771 crashes in Junnar, Maharashtra in India, killing 94 people. 1963 Buddhist crisis. Police commanded by Go Dinh Nu, brother and chief political advisor of South Vietnam President Ngo Dinh Diem, attacked a group of American journalists who were covering a protest. 1978 The Solomon Islands become independent from the United Kingdom. 1980 Institution of Sharia law in Iran. 1980 During the Lebanese Civil War, 83 Tiger militants are killed during what will be known as the Safra massacre. 1981 US President Ronald Reagan nominates Sandra Day O'Connor to become the first female member of the Supreme Court of the United States. 1983 Cold War. Samantha Smith, a US schoolgirl, flies to the Soviet Union at the invitation of Secretary General Yuri Andropov. 1985 Boris Becker becomes the youngest male player to win Wimbledon at the age of 17. 1991 Yugoslav Wars. The Bryany Agreement ends the 10-day independence war in Slovenia against the rest of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. 1992 The New York Court of Appeals rules that women have the same right as men to go topless in public. 1997 The Turkish armed forces withdraw from northern Iraq after assisting the Kurdistan Democratic Party in the Iraqi Kurdish civil war. 2003 NASA Opportunity rover MERB or Mars Exploration Rover B was launched into space aboard a Delta II rocket. 2005 A series of four explosions occurs on London's transport system, killing 56 people, including four suicide bombers, and injuring over 700 others. 2006 A shootout happens in Spiritwood, Canada, killing two Royal Canadian Mounted Police and wounding a third officer. 2007 The first live Earth benefit concert was held in 11 locations around the world. 2012 At least 172 people are killed in a flash flood in Krasnodar Krai region of Russia. 2013 A de Havilland Otter air taxi crashes in Soldotna, Alaska, killing 10 people. 2016 Ex-US Army officer Micah Xavier Johnson shoots 14 policemen during an anti-police protest in downtown Dallas, Texas, killing 5 of them. He subsequently killed by a robot-delivered bomb. 2017 The Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons was adopted with 122 countries voting in favor. 2019 The United States women's national soccer team defeated the Netherlands 2-0 at the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup final in Lyon, France. 2022 Boris Johnson announces his resignation as leader of the Conservative Party following days of pressure from the members of parliament during the July 2022 United Kingdom government crisis. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.